Hi guys, it's Danny Boy here, just answering a question from one of my last videos. The question comes from Tobias Green. It's basically about some rules and regulations, what he needs for his van setup. He knows majority of it, he just wanted a bit of help with answering some of the things he was unsure about on there. So he's thinking of using an Iveco daily and a trailer, so this will put him over 3.5 tonne. He knows for this that he needs his B+E licence, so if anyone doesn't know, a B+E is an entitlement on your licence where you can kind of pull a trailer with a car, and he knows he needs his CPC, so that's right, he's got that down. He knows he needs a tacho, he's operating over 3.5 tonne, so he needs his tacho unit in there, and he knows he's going to be needing his O licence. He's going to be operating at over 3.5 tonne and carrying goods, etc. So he's going to need his O licence, in other words, operator's licence. So yeah, what have I put here? So yeah, he's saying he's talking about wanting to do work overseas around Europe. So I will say to that, Tobias, you're going to need an international operator's licence. So you've got 3 types. You've got international, national and restricted. So I think restricted is where you're not carrying goods, it's kind of just a heavy goods a vehicle for personal use. National is carrying goods nationally, and international obviously internationally. It says it itself really, doesn't it, in the name. So what have I got here then? So he wants to know, how do the driving hours work if he's only having the trailer on for part of the day? So if he's doing part of the day with the trailer on, carrying goods, and then the other part of the day is not having the trailer on. I didn't really need to write much notes for that because I know the answer to that anyway. The answer is you need to have your tacho in and use it the full day, even if you haven't got the trailer on, because you've had the trailer on for part of the day. If you start the day or finishing the day under EU rules, so you're in scope of EU rules, you need to just carry the whole day out like that. So you still need to do your brakes the same, you know, you still follow the tacho rules even if you've unhooked the trailer and you're finishing the second half of the day without the trailer on. You just carry on finishing off in EU rules, so you still go by your driving hours, etc. What else did he ask? He wants to know if it's going to be profitable. He said he's seen some of like these Polish van setups where it's like a van and trailer and they're going back and forth, and he wants to know if it's profitable. I mean, I personally haven't done the international work, so I'm probably not the best person to tell you, but my advice would be, if you're getting regular work back and forth, then I could only assume it's going to be profitable. If you're doing any kind of dead miles, that's going to be what kills your business. You've got to make sure you're always kind of carrying something, and that way you're always getting paid. What else we got? He's saying that his wife wants to join him, so does her sleeping in the van count as rest? So I'm guessing that you mean your wife's going to be maybe doing some of the driving or working alongside you. So if that's the case, then your wife is also going to need a tacho card, and you're both going to need to put the 2 cards in the tacho unit. And then when you swap driving, you need to swap the cards around, and you both need to be following the rules. So if you are both using the tacho, both driving, the maximum you can do in a day as a double man kind of setup is 21 hours. And in regards to rest, if you're going to sleep in the passenger seat, it's not classed as rest. So whenever the second driver is in the passenger seat, the symbol on the tacho unit will change to POA, which is like period of availability. So you can class the first 45 minutes of POA in the passenger seat as rest. After that, you just carry on as normal. You need to carry on taking the breaks, like, you know, every 6 hours for the working time, and then obviously for the driving time, etc. So yeah, you know, sleeping in the van is not going to be classed as rest unless you're parked up, you know, services or lay-by, and then you've got it set to rest, and you both, you know, got some sort of bed or whatever it is to sleep, you can class that as rest. But yeah, so to summarise then, so I'm hoping I've answered the questions here, because my notes are a bit messy. So for your setup, you need your tacho, your CPC, you need your operator's licence. For going overseas, you need to make sure it's an international operator's licence. For driving your trailer, whether you've got it on or off for half of the day, you still need to go by EU rules. Unless you're spending a full day in the van on its own without the trailer, and it's a full day without the trailer, then obviously you can drive out of the rules then. But if you've got the trailer on, and even if you've only had it on for an hour or two in the day, you still need to complete the day within scope of the tachograph. And so if you're double manning with the wife, you both need to follow the rules and regulations still. Sleeping in the van isn't classed as rest, but the first 45 minutes of sitting in the passenger seat you can class as a break, so that's a little kind of leeway around it. But yeah, if I've missed anything, then just comment and I'll, you know, try and help a bit more. But yeah, that's about everything I summarised on that anyway. So yeah, cheers for your question, Tobias. They're the kind of questions I like. Oh, sorry, my video paused a minute then. Yeah, so I'll finish up on that. If the wheels are turning, you're earning.